and it'll be a nice late morning, early afternoon, early
Sure.
evening of activities.
And you've got some special security strategies this year, right? Just to make sure people feel safe and are safe.
Yes, we've worked in a collaborative effort, Mary, I, and others, with both the Minneapolis Park and Recreation Board police staff and the Minneapolis police staff, 4th Precinct, in an effort to ensure that safety will be a major effort made by all. We certainly expect to have a safe event. We don't anticipate any problems, but we have planned security well, and they will be part of the activities as well.
Right, right. Well, and the biggest factor, I think, is simply having families come, right?
Yes.
And if men and women, moms and dads, grands and grands show up with their children, and people come there as families, multi-generational, people are all connected. And the idea is to demonstrate that power of connectivity in our community through our families.
Yes, that's true. I will be bringing my family. My kids will be there. They've been there for many years. I will definitely do that, and I encourage any and all families of any and all cultures. This is a wonderful event.
How many people do you expect to be there? This has been like the biggest single event for the Black community for years. Is that correct?
I would defer to Mary.
Yeah, that is correct. We've had a huge crowd every year. We anticipate this year, because of the economy and different things that have happened, and then the change of date, we may not have the huge crowd that we normally had in the past.
But it had been 30,000 plus, right?
Well, at one time it was 60,000.
60,000, right? Huge.
And it was huge. So we anticipate a huge crowd, but then again, it just depends on the day.
Right.
If you have nothing to do and you want to come out and join us, please do. And we are looking forward to having the different entertainment lineup for the young people and also for the seniors. One thing I forgot to mention, Al, we have the Underground Railroad. We used to do that, but somehow it got taken away, but now we put it back in place. So if you are interested in having your children go to the Underground Railroad, applications would need to be in today, and I'm still taking applications for the Underground Railroad. So I am looking for the parents to really embrace this and have their children have this experience, which they will never have before.
And what is it? Explain it, if you would. What is the Underground Railroad experience?
Well, what they're going to do, I partnered up with Phyllis Wheatley Community Center, and we have a bus that will pick up the children, and they will have another person called, his name is Chris Crutchfield. I'm just throwing out names. He works for the university, and they have a group of young individuals who are going to enact in a play what it is to go through freedom, to reach freedom. And so they're going to have kind of like a play out at Camp Parson, I think that's the name of the camp. And they're going to go out there, and they'll be overnight. They'll be bused out there, and then they're going to go through the woods, the swamp, the elements, and really have a exciting piece of it. And then they're going to come back after they sit around a campfire and discuss all the getting wood chips and insects and all that other stuff, bitten on them. Then they're going to come back, and then they're going to have a little test and see what they've learned from it. So it's going to be exciting for them.
Let me bring in Rose McGee, who's a master storyteller and entrepreneur. And Rose, good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Am I missing something? Okay, Rose.
Good morning.
Good morning. You know, and I want you to talk about the value of culture, why the Juneteenth story is important, and how we have to be responsible for keeping this story alive. What does it mean to us as a people, and what does it mean to the world?
Yes, it's very, very important. What Mary was talking about earlier with that Underground Railroad experience, people, children, adults don't understand what our ancestors went through. So this interactive opportunity to feel it helps us, I think, remain connected. So the play, Kumbaya, the Juneteenth story, is one that was written a while back to really help people to understand what Juneteenth means. I go into schools, into classrooms, and when I ask students, do you know what Juneteenth is? You know, they say, oh yeah, that's when you go out to the park and hang out and stuff. And they don't understand what it means. And not only that, but adults don't either. So the whole idea of people understanding that when Abraham Lincoln signed that Emancipation Proclamation, there were people in this country who refused to comply and purposely held that word of freedom from their captives. And when they received word, it was on or around the 19th of June, thus the term Juneteenth. And what I do is break it down to kids and say, can you imagine if you are in a position where you can't go anywhere, you're enclosed, you're enslaved, and you can't go anywhere, yet you have been freed. And they all go, oh, that's bogus. Well, yeah, it was bogus. And so, in order for us to be on top of that, this play has been written.
Let's come back and talk some more about Juneteenth in a minute. I'm Al McFarlane. You're listening to Conversations with Al McFarlane. We'll take some station business now and come back and continue with Rose McGee, Mary Pargo, and with Obi Kipper. I'm Al McFarlane. Welcome to Conversations with Al McFarlane. That's Wayne McFarlane and Jazz. Give them a round of applause. Let's see, we're talking about Juneteenth. I want to continue that conversation. And the play, Rose McGee. So you wrote the play, and you